It had been a quiet Sunday afternoon at the Breeze Inn. Cheryl Verschuren was running the front desk. But then an unexpected guest came walking in through a side door and headed straight for the lobby.
And I just looked over and thought, how'd the bear get here?
Cheryl whipped out her phone and started taking pictures of the black bear inside the hotel.
He came through this door, that end door there. It was propped open for the housekeepers. And he just kind of came this way.
Phil Valenza is the maintenance man at the hotel and heard the commotion up in the lobby. The bear parked himself on a sofa near the big picture windows. Phil decided to have a little heart-to-heart talk with him to convince him to leave.
I'm not quite sure what words I'm using. Probably couldn't print them. But
while Phil was trying to talk some sense into the bear, Cheryl saw a stampede of tourists outside.
I see all these people running up here with their cameras and stuff over at the windows, and some other tourists thought that we were opening the doors for them to take pictures. So I'm screaming at them to get out of the foyer so we can get the bear.
So what was Phil thinking when he was face to face with the bear?
scared and nervous. I'm looking at him dead in the eyes. Which way are you going to go? There was one point, there's a picture. I'm reaching in my back pocket. I carry a pocket knife, and I'm reaching for that. I'm thinking, well, that's not going to help you a whole bunch.
Phil says at one point the bear sniffed the stuffed bear they have in the lobby and apparently decided he didn't want to end up like that. So with a little coaxing, he headed for the front door and the front parking lot.
I'm glad it went the way it did. I'm glad the bear left peacefully and he's living today. I'm glad it didn't go bad.
But the little bear's wandering through downtown Seward wasn't over yet. The next day, he dropped in on Chinook's restaurant and got inside.
So there were some guests that were coming to join us at the restaurant, and this is what they were greeted by. A bear coming out our front door.
He dashed behind some cars, but reappeared a little while later.
So then he came back later and gave a show for the diners right outside the dining room window.
As he strolled along the restaurant's back walkway, customers jumped up out of their seats to get a better view. And employees jumped up to close the back door to keep him from getting back inside. And while there was more amusement than fear, people in Seward are worried about their furry visitor.
I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I'm kind of afraid because he's a cute little bear. He may get shot. I hope not.
Folks around here are hoping he heads for the hills instead of showing up at hotels and restaurants without reservations.